the top headlines. Kuki militants burned down houses of Kanto Sabal. Irate villagers also retaliate. Shootout continues. Amit Shah to arrive in Imphal this evening. I will sacrifice for motherland, says MLA Joy Kishan. Nexus between Indian Army and Kuki militants found. Women vendors. An indefinite curfew imposed in Imphal East and West continue. Good evening and welcome to Primetime ELITETV English News with me, Jianthuiliu Kahmei. Before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government, wear face masks when out in public, wash hands regularly, and maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV also requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play your part in the fight against COVID-19. Now the news in detail. Suspected to be Kuki militants burned down 4 houses of Mitai village Kantau Sabal in Imphal this afternoon. The incident took place around 1 p.m. today. The irate villagers of Kanto Sabal also burned some house of Kuki village nearby. According to a report called from there, a combined team of Assam Rifles and Manipur Rifles rushed to the spot, tried to push out the militants. Firing is still going on. In the meanwhile, according to a telephonic conversation with a villager some minutes ago, she mentioned about the situation of the Kanto Sabal.
I hold you so in the Kuku, they never go. Quite Kuku in Maninga, Quaki Kuntanga, but I know you may tell you, who may talk for her, Mary talk for her.
Mingam Tabu, which
I didn't say Sivan and the Kuku, they never go. But Angang may am to tell us I give him the lady, but Angang may am lady, but later I do Angang may am zero and cup of the lady, and not the right couple lady. At the Mamma Pass going about Mayam to get number one, but my Tenagrado, Angang Matoman comes to the lady, but going with the cup for you, Angang to keep a young lady, but I hope I nick if you don't come to the Angang Mayam to come to the white cookie militant, Mayam's automatic patimosi. They are not human, they are animals. They are torturing us, both of you. My community and minority cooking community, both the people are suffering. All this is happening because of cooking militants. They are not human. I hate them. Still, India. All the cooking militants here, I think that was it. Tawai, Nick, Lawe, Carito, Kadomo, Kande, have a no way in Macona, and you're going to die, like from Tabon Kande, Bangang, Hosishu, was in Sungana, and Mamita Mapita, Kapagat lady, have a Marisu Horea, the Yama Mutil Eboko, Manhai, the Marisu Horea, Mohai Eboko, Helakini Eboko, avoiding Maidu, even in Tansin Basungam, the Assam Rifles is now. Can be by to can be there, but like Moko, not lady banana, Moise, not lady banana, to Nahanda, give me now what you have. I'm not going to get the lady banana, Moise, sudo moi khaktangi su oina leire ba koi hakna su moi yenga leire ba koi yum mai tha su moi yenga leire su ki mati pende ha ba adu karamai na tawdoi na koi bu help tawbiyo akoi ji kana na help tawraga akoi mai tai community ji kan ba ngam dui no natraga na akoi ki leiminari ba kuki civilian mayam se moi su atam bai chamna akoi ku mai na hingba mayam leiri bane ha ba moi su yam wana hingi bane ba chenare asom da kantor sabal da khara thaiba yauna ri ba ko adu som da akoi si na kuku sinamu khara matai oi bagi som da chelak pasu yauri ha ba.
At the moment, our reporter Pariton Konthojom is at the spot. Here is a report from him.
Explore from Kara, you might have it. Although you from the Inoroxing I be my own copy, the young Gil, when it's in the mission that no one could already. Because you go and they talk about the music you now talk about the see the over the number, music I do the Karaga, Tona, I did, could not be Nakamunda, Aduga, 4 years to play. My cousin, the Thai. I don't was a company, but I said, moi cooking me dancing the camp, I don't look up for high on the secretary, Hongi, Amadi, I have been secretary and a dick tongue, contact on a job.
Thank you, Pariton, for the detailed report of the present condition at Kanto Sabal at the moment. Moving on, Union Home Minister of India Amit Shah is arriving in Imphal around 9 p.m. today. According to reliable sources, the Home Minister will arrive in Imphal International Airport in a special charter flight. However, at the earlier, his visit was in 50-50 condition. It may be mentioned that the Union Home Minister had announced to visit Manipur while he was attending a function held at Guwahati recently. People of Manipur are hoping for bringing a peaceful coexistence following the visit of Home Minister. Besides, the Union Home Minister to be stayed in Imphal till June 1. MLA of Thangmaiban Assembly Constituency, KH Joy Kishan, said that he will sacrifice for motherland of Manipur. He said this during a press meet held at his residence at Koyathong. He further said 18 security personnel who are deployed for his protection were set free to do whatever they want from today. As the Chief Minister of Manipur has announced free hand to Manipur police, he does not require it for them. They are set free to fight with Kuki militants, he added.
Criminal anti-social the ngaktok sanaba adugumba security matamdadi adum consider tobe adu huji loribstadi akoi security wale aduna ko central security force koksala deploy toru matam sida aina ai se ai tawroi ngana ai boina su ai thamjagre jaga dagi mayam dagi MLA yankhai se kaidau lei resign to kan yam haina pale sigi matang dadi ai gi MLA se ai gi Manipuri gi pai pal mayam gi Soto nate, I know is, if I put a Tampiram from Nate. Tamiban Praja Miamna, I say, Tagat Pirapuni, Hansen, including by election, Yana Hansen, I say, Maria, my Pahala Kibani. Adana, any period Lawumatam da, I will my Pan Biriba, Tamiban Praja Miam say, Mahoi, Ayaba, Roga Lowani. Makoina, Tauro Bataboko, Madura, a Fantana Tawni, Adana, Tamiban Miamna, Pirapatodando. Madura I Sapsana and a Pantokan Habse, Masimtan item Zage. Aduga, Nahansu, Yumda I Shadi Latinga, I'm a United Club Key, Mayam Laga, Sinino, CSL Mayam Laga, I give Philip, Hangame, do I already more to reply, return reply and Pizagivini, a Mayam Sutsage, I Hana, already I give Philip that Mahanging Ida, 19th May that I bring an electronic media, the Mayam among the I Philip Loctok Sagrabani, Punamak Praza, Singtam no Sinner Labis, I Pandamni, Adubu. Karigumba Manipur integration, whether it is geographically or internal administrative separation like that, I will immediately resign from my MLA and a public is it is in the joint or a sanction Gani have from the Tamzagani Madu, I reaffirmed them the way it is a
Women vendors of Quarambam Hima Kaisel today said nexus between Indian Army and Kuki militants was found and the proof is with them. This was stated by women vendors on a press meet held at Kwarambam, Hima Kaisel. From the beginning, there was a doubt on the issue. However, the proof is found. Speaking to media persons, a women vendor appealed to the people to take care from the Indian Army.
Asigi, ako'y nathamjagadoriba wafam ase khairamban ima kaithel singi ima singi pendaba kholau haibatare ako'y na pendaba haibase kainoda ako'y chap chana khange nahangoi chingnare hariba wafam se Indian Army ga Kuki militant singa samnaraga maru oina ako'y indigenous maitai ase refugee Kuki militant singi damakta mako'y na support tauraga ako'y bulosananaba taure haibasidi mayek single kainoda chekonda RF kangbuda mai thabada yauramiba Madu boy suspend taugera tauroira akoi khangde nahangoi tharami bachar sisu akoi di makoi ne na lawdoreba maramdi akoi da sinchep thadoriba aduga Kuki militant singi kemda amu Assam Rifles ki mi leiramba masi mayek sengabani aduga high river central force ki mi singsiga Kuki militant singa pau phauna bagi akoi da chap chaba loina ba proof phange akoi putho oizo koi ngamaneba aduna akoi India government da su thajadre aduga akoi gi lengak si su lei haibase akoi haiba ngamaroeba aduna hojik Indian Army gi strength akoi loina ba khangba wafam ni India Army gi strength na kari gi no moi mapanda gi Burma gi kangbu du na takselakba PDF ngoi kari gi taksan mangamde kayam luba thabak no masi Indian Army da makoi na pairiba apaba kulai snipers mayam kadai dagi no Burma dagi moi puraga lakpro Burma dagi supply tawrok pro kadai dagi no sigi pot mayam se aduna akoi sung thajadre aduga hojik ma makoi na 1809 da changa kiba Kuki do naturally moi akoi gi citizen on gre bodo akoi accept tawraga matam kharagi akoi laiminagre bada akoi karimta manung da akoi ningai sangdana basu laihide karimta laite mase well plan tawraga makoi na mabuk phatta badigi thoglak pangata ne aba adubu hojik makoi na thogla iba lan si da kari emuk sagale akoi ga hana karimta su haidi nungsinada basu lainada ba Muslim akoi gi ichil inaw sing kabui ichil inaw sing maraka su moi singchep thariba kari gi moina chekonda adugu mathabak tawramli si kabui ichil inaw gi maraka akoi singchep tharak panatra Muslim na famja batu kana mukoi kari gi petrol lupaga kari gi langjaluri aduna akoi na hojik haijaga dori bu wafam masna kari no haiba matamda akoi kabui gi ichil inaw sing atopa purup sing mase kari gumba chingnaba laitaraga di akoi da sugumba chingnaba ama laire akoi ge suguma mafam sokadore haitaraga di maitai akoi nga age haiba se akoi thamjareba akoi mayam la aga nga age haba masida akoi singchep tharaiba ase akoi masi mawa lobiru kanu akoi masida adu yam pikpa wakal natte maitai aduna akoi hojik chauraba Indian Army ge khutpu yauna Kuki militant sing yausalaga tawrakma maitai losanana ba lanse adu di akoi India ge mapanda prithvi ge mafam khudemuta akoi laura ani maitai kallu indigenous oijaba akoi maitai se refugee oina lakjaba Kuki militant sing da Indian Army na support tawraga akoi losan gadore akoi help akoi mateng pangbiyo akoi leiba ngamoidore isagi iramdam da akoi leiba ngamdre refugee kangbu da Indian Army na mateng pangaga akoi bulosanana ba tawre haibase akoi masigi wafam je thangjaningi aduna hojik lan tawre hai taraga su akoi maitai oina pokhibani akoi bu hatke so hat karka sanu akoi ge thaunadi halloi aduna hojik su akoi stand tawri akoi ge lengak na ngalang thoglai ba order khitang thengmangre lengak ki order se khitang sakana thokpira magadi akoi da su khitang thaunadu leiramgadabani lum kai loina bak tomme mi am loina bak sire sikanda lengak na thokpira ba order se thokpi gre akoi dependre aduna masi akoi di lengak se lai haina laudoira laite haina laudoira masi madi lengak na adum khanbiro akoi gi kari wakan na phaujare ge habase aduna lanje hojik miyam da sinabiro lanje hojik miyam ga thengna jarage maduda ngamba ngamdaba akoi gi iramdam akoi na kan ba habase madu akoi gi irai bak oijarage masima aduna nupi singsu hojik loina bag yum dagi thokpiro nahan makai kadom da ina laungaramba mayamdo ngasi di akoi nupi langi da magda ta seng na mag sem saraga akoi haugan narasi
Indefinite curfew has been imposed in Imphal East and West in order to avoid the unwanted incident happening in the districts. District magistrates of the two districts had issued the order yesterday. Security measure has been taken up in the two districts by the Home Department. Also in the news, MLA of Yanglam Assembly constituency, Dr. Radheshyam, has said that he will never let down the wishes of his people. He said this yesterday when a large number of people rushed to his residence to submit a memorandum regarding his stand on present situation of Manipur. The MLA further said he will urge the Union Home Minister Amit Shah to bring normalcy in Manipur. The present war is not between Kuki and Meiteis. It is all about fighting between Kuki militants and innocent Meiteis. He promised to the public that he never escaped from the present situation. He will go with the public, he added.
Ahanbadi kalubani Jianthuiliu lan hene lawrami objecti Kuki militants singa state force ka adi Meitei singa sonaba lan hene dumaina lawba yare maramdi Kuki militants singa sathari base pura terrorism ni ki thabak tawbase ai kanna yaning de ai condemn tawi Manipur praja punamna condemn tabu thawi ai samusu condemn tawi makune toriba aram bathabo sigi babai sona dandi soidana pigani prajana soidana dandi pigani se chep thajabani ekhoi suda leriba Kuki silna singna sugi ground rule thugairaga sugi makhada leba niyom kadon chattana makuta khulai piraga pairaga sorokta thoraga chammaba Meitei praja singje nomai kaptana khotana tawrinse masidi yam lan bathaba mani aduna suguleba artha thoktre aduna honorable Minister Home lakpam matamda su hanasu akoi taksan duna lare hojisu taksan gani madudi artha letraba su se lothokadaba ni haiba demand se koina tawgani natragadi sugi ni ground rule matung ina makoi sugi chap chaba niyo makhan makoi manung legadaba ni kulai paroi dabani akoi misam prajata dumi utboi dabani haiba se masana lere wafam ni aduna su handokadaba ni natraga sugi chap chaba rule se thamgadaba ni haiba se aikoi sakana matu to hum thuyene dumana thamjage ahum subada miyamgi aningbा apame matungina ai samsu akoi thabak tawjagani maramdi hairiba pandam masi phangdagade akoi peace phangba ngamoi miyam na pame pandam masi phangna bharamda aingondagi reservation am leitana ai mayam loina chatpa.
The Indigenous Peoples Association of Kahmei IPAC has urged state and central government to immediately abrogate the suspension of Operation Su with Kuki militants. The present ethnic clash is a result of vote bank politics by some political leaders, truce with Kuki militants who work closely with village chiefs and top brass of central paramilitary forces to cultivate poppy on mass scale by carrying out widespread deforestation, said IPAC in a statement. Government's action against poppy, anti-drug drives, tough acts on drug cartels, implementation of IPL and growing demand for implementation of NRC in the state also contributed to the present situation, said IPAC. IPAC also alleges that paramilitary forces are reluctant to prevent Kuki militants from attacking innocent civilians dwelling in the foothills because they work hands in glove with drug dealers. Ridiculing the 10 MLAs who are seeking separate administration, IPAC said that such an arrangement will benefit them. They have their eyes on cuts from poppy cultivators, saying that it will not accept any fragmentation or disintegration of the state. IPAC said that the association is ready to take the matter to international platforms and even UNO if needed be. Moving on, after simultaneous attacks carried out by Kuki militants on Meitei villages in the peripheral areas of the valley districts since the wee hours on Sunday, enraged people snatched many firearms and ammunition from different security posts, both in Valley and in Technopole districts. Though exact number of weapons snatched could not be ascertained, source informs that a significant number of weapons and ammunition were taken away by encroached from 7 MR, 3 IBR, 8 IRB, MPTC, Kaching District Police, Technopole District Police. This is the second time that enraged people took away arms and ammunition from security force, away arms and ammunition from security force since outbreak of communal violence on May 3rd. The weapons were snatched as news spreads about attacks on Meitei villages and encounters between security forces and suspected Kuki militants in different parts of the state from Saturday midnight and Sunday morning. Several Manipur police commandos and unidentified armed group members were also injured in these encounters, in addition in civilians, casualties and injuries. Also in the news, Congress leader J. Ram Ramesh criticized the BJP over the violence in Manipur, saying that things have turned from bad to worse ahead of Union Home Minister Amit Shah's visit to Imphal, the state capital. He added, "It's a horrific tragedy unfolding while the Prime Minister is obsessed about his self-coronation. Not a single appeal for peace was issued by him." Media organization of Manipur have strongly refuted the allegation of being biased and urged 4 student bodies to retract their ban on media in Manipur, especially those based in Imphal. The All Manipur Working Journalist Union, Editors Guild Manipur and Manipur Hill Journalist Union in a joint statement said they were deeply concerned with the charges leveled by the 4 student organizations that include Kuki Students Organizations, KSO, Churchanpur, Zomi Students Federation, ZSF, Mar Students Association, and Mizo Zirlai Paul MZP. We refute the allegations of being biased and urge the 4 student bodies to retract their ban on media in Manipur and Imphal in particular. It has been a practice that any organization or individual not satisfied with the reporting of any media house may approach any of the 3 organizations for rectification, correction if needed, the media bodies said. The 4 student organizations should submit case-wise any article or reporting or lack of it to any media house under the 3 media organizations for any changes, rectification or clarification. Let's take a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Babina Diagnostics Manipur da ihan hanba oina ingsok lising amaga chamapal marifuhumdoi da linkhatki. Masina awang nongpok Bharat da yamna pak chawna miyoi bagi ana layeng da darkar lakpa makhal kayagi changyeng sing pangthoi. Mayamdugi marakta amatang pallabada radiological investigation su mai pakna pangthokli. Wana hona jaba miyoi bagi sebani khana angamba thakta laibak thiraba ana ayek nanglaba kayagi mateng pangjaba si sakhang biduna awang nongpokta ihan hanba oina NABL gi accreditation pibirakhi. Miyam gi pothafam ngainafam testofam report lawfam gi awaba du kokhanduna changfam hangfam pothafam gari parking cafeteria yauna marang kaina leizaraba unit ama oina miyam gi seba tawjari. Unit asida thamjariba matamgi darkar oirakpa equipment singdi 1.5 Tesla MRI, 128 slice CT scanner, mammography, DEXA scanner, digital X-ray, luinana hematology, clinical chemistry, amadi clinical pathology, immunology, microbiology, molecular biology, amasung immunohistochemistry studies ki masing yamlaba automated analyzers.
Welcome you all to UNACO College, Khongman, Imphal East, an exclusive co-educational college offering both BA and BAc courses. UNACO College will be affiliated to Manipur University, Kanchipur. First academic session will begin in July 2023. Hurry up! Registrations and admissions open for 2023-24 academic session.
Welcome back. You're watching the Primetime ELITETV English News. Now moving on. Namdilong Naga Village Authority NNVA has expressed deep concern and resentment against the unprovoked firing incident on Saturday night in and around Namdilong in Kanglatombi area by unidentified gunmen. The village authority said that the distress caused upon the villagers was exacerbated by the fact that children, women and aged citizens are frightened by such unprecedented and unprovoked firing carried out in the middle of the village. The authority also stated that such incidents may lead to unfortunate episodes of harming the innocent and neutral civilians. The villagers have been giving free passages to all irrespective of the community they belong to and reaching out to every distressed call on humanitarian ground, maintaining neutrality. However, no community should take this for granted and view the village to be weak and susceptible. The villagers will not allow anybody to use its area as a battlefield, it added. More on news. 7 people were killed and few others were injured after a car they were traveling in collided with a parked vehicle in the Jalukbari area in Assam's Guwahati on Sunday night. As per preliminary investigation, we have found that deceased are students, the Joint Commissioner of the Police said. According to reports, the car also hit the divider. Prime Minister Modi to flagged off Guwahati New Jalpaiguri Vande Bharat Express in Assam today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will flag off Assam's first Vande Bharat Express in Guwahati today at 12 noon by video conferencing. The train will connect to Guwahati with New Jalpaiguri. On regular days, the train will start from Guwahati at 4:30 p.m. and will reach New Jalpaiguri at 10 p.m. It will operate on all days except Tuesday. Akashvani correspondent reports that it will save about an hour of journey time as compared to the current fastest train connecting both the places. The new service will cover the distance of 411 kilometers. The Vande Bharat Express will cover the journey between Guwahati and New Jalpaiguri in 5 hours and 30 minutes, while the current fastest train takes 6 hours 30 minutes to cover the same. It will have stoppages at Kamakya, New Bongaigaon, Kokrajhar, New Alipurduar and New Kochbedhar. The initiative is expected to boost tourism in the region by providing travel with speed and comfort to the people. The Prime Minister will also dedicate 182 route kilometers of new electrified sections. This will help to provide pollution-free transportation with trains running at higher speed and reduce the running time of trains. It will also open the doors for trains running on electric traction to enter Meghalaya. Mr. Modi will also inaugurate a newly constructed diesel-electric multiple unit and mainline electric multiple unit shed at Lumding in Assam. ISRO to launch its next generation navigational satellite NVS-1 from Sriharikota today. The Indian Space Research Organization will launch its next generation of navigational satellite NVS-1 at 10:42 this morning. The spacecraft is part of the Navigation with Indian Constellation series, which aims to provide monitoring and navigational capability. NVS-1, weighing about 2,232 kilograms, will be launched by GSLV F-12 rocket from the second launch pad at Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota. Akashvani correspondent reports this is the first of the second generation satellites envisaged for the Navigation with Indian Constellation series. King of Cambodia Norodom Sihamoni will arrive in New Delhi this afternoon on a 3-day visit to India. The king will have bilateral meetings with President Draupadi Murmu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi tomorrow. He will be accorded a ceremonial welcome at the Rashtrapati Bhavan in the morning, following which he will pay floral tributes to Mahatma Gandhi at Rajghat. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar and External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar will call on the king. President Murmu will host a state banquet in honor of the visiting dignitary in the evening. The visit marks the culmination of the celebrations of the 70th anniversary of diplomatic relations between India and Cambodia. This visit by the King of Cambodia is taking place after almost 6 decades, with the last being that of the current king's father in 1963. Akashvani correspondent reports India and Cambodia enjoy warm and friendly relations marked by civilizational, cultural and economic linkages and deep-rooted people-to-people ties. The multifaceted relationship is based on shared cultural values, commitment to foster economic growth, collaboration in the fields of defense and security, and convergence on regional and global issues. India actively assists Cambodia in capacity building and human resource development. India has also extended grants and concessional loans for developmental projects. Conservation and restoration of the ancient temples of Angkor Wat, Ta Promet and Priya Vihar are being carried out under India's funding. Also in the news, Rahul Gandhi was issued a new ordinary passport on Sunday, 2 days after a Delhi court gave its clearance, said reports quoting sources. The Congress leader, who had applied for an ordinary passport after surrendering the old diplomatic passport issued to him when he was a member of parliament, will likely travel to US today, the reports added. Prime Minister Narendra Modi congratulated Turkey's Recep Tayyip Erdogan after he was re-elected as the president of Turkey on Sunday. Taking to Twitter, PM Modi said, "I'm confident that our India-Turkey bilateral ties and cooperation on global issues will continue to grow in the coming times." World leaders, including US President Joe Biden and Russian President Vladimir Putin, also congratulated Erdogan. NASA has released a picture captured by its New Horizons spacecraft showing a heart-shaped glacier in Pluto's surface. It also features mountains, cliffs, valleys, craters, and plains thought to be made of methane and nitrogen ice, NASA stated. Pluto's surface is marked with cracks and craters in shades of brown, the space agency wrote about the image. Also an update on sports, Deepak Chahar was born to swing the cricket ball, believes his childhood coach Navindu Tyagi. Chahar's nickname Cherry, which he picked up in the first-class debut, is fitting. Watching him bowl in his teens, Tyagi would often wonder if he's getting the ball to move around so much now, just how good would he be once his body has fully developed. Such was his skill set that father Lokendra Singh opted to quit his Air Force job to accompany his son 24/7 with his training. Tyagi elucidates on why of it. He has complete control over his wrist, action and release position. Those who swing the ball best master the action in the early days. The fingers are in hold of the ball perfectly. Your wrist is right behind it. The ball seam travels right where you want the ball to swing. It's not easy to learn these things, let alone master them. His flow and sequence are picture perfect as well. There's more to Deepak, the bowler though. Has to be conditions at his IPL home ground at Chipwalk offer little help to move the ball as much as he'd want to. The slower bouncer and the knuckleball, the one that even the 2023 Shubman Gill couldn't pick as he fell during Chennai Super Kings' 15-run win over Gujarat Titans earlier this week. For ELITETV News Channel, contact the email address info@elitv.in or 940-289-0982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. Before we wind up, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Kuki militants burned down houses of Kanto Sabal, Irets villagers also retaliate shootout continues. Amit Shah to arrive in Imphal this evening. I will sacrifice for motherland, says MLA Joy Kishan. Nexus between Indian Army and Kuki militants found, women vendors. And indefinite curfew imposed in Imphal East and West continue. That brings us to the end of the news. Thank you for watching. Take care and stay safe.